Hello, hello. Let me see. Hello, 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 hello. All right, hello. Welcome. This is going to be a hidden live stream for this project breakdown, and I might not have time to finish to make this properly live, so that's why I'm doing it first off screen. So here we go. I'm gonna try to be as concise and fast as possible. I hope you like the video. The video is this one. Let me find it. Uh, Story. This one there. This is the video I'm gonna be breaking down. If you watch the live streams where I made the video, thank you. The live streams where I made the video were the ones after the alien isolation gameplay. And you can see here, I started this from here 13 days ago. So this might be one of the shortest videos I made. Shortest times. The shortest time that it took me to make. And I think I am very pleased with the result. Okay, I think it's very nice. Why do I have a chat rate of 4? I have this video on unlisted. Okay, I'm sorry, this is unlisted, but here we are. Okay, so okay, this is the video. Please go watch it if you like it. It's called wawawe. Yeah, I call it wawawe because that's the sound the song makes. Okay. Anyway, this is a proper AMV, by the way. I use anime. Basically, there's not that many animations, so yeah. Okay, first, the final result was rendered. These are the project settings for the final render. It's 3840 by 2160 by 24 FPS, and the whole video is 2 minutes 11 seconds and 13. I don't know what's that. Okay. But I worked on it on 1920. All right, and the project is divided into 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1 intro, 2A, 3B, 4C, 5D, and 6 outro. Okay, so it's six main compositions where I use that make this video. Okay, let's go into the first one, the intro. Okay, the intro. As always, I'm gonna start by showing you that every single of these compositions have as main coloring and effects. So I have a vignette for the intro only. This vignette, I'm gonna make it half so that it goes faster. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. This is the vignette. Alright, this is what the vignette does. And then I have this black solid that I don't remember what it is. Opacity. Oh, it's just the intro. It goes black and white. And this is something that I used for the whole video. So check, please pay attention if you want to know. So it's minimax effect and a radius of 1 and don't shrink edges. And it's minimum then maximum. You can see here. And then channel blur 1111 just to semi blur the RGB. Then sharpen, because I like sharpen, and noise. Then I did a grain effect. You know how I made the grain effects? I use fractal noise and levels, and then I just make it move with evolution options. Here, evolution options. You can see random seed, and I made an expression. Let me show you. Evolution options, random seed. There you go, time times 1080. Okay. Let's go back into the intro. Alright, we have that. Then this glow CC, the only difference in these 3 layers is it's the same 3 or 4 effects here, but I just changed a little bit according to the scene. So I use curves and so to make this look more like aesthetic VHS style, you know, like vinyl. I know that's how you pronounce it. You know, like deteriorated. Okay. Then levels here, glow. I maintain a glow because the glow makes it look cool. And again minimax, right? So there's 2 minimax on this one, and I have glow CC again, and just different settings for the levels. Okay. I made a slider here. Actually, there's no slider here, but the blur here is for the sound of the tan na na na. You see the blur transitions. That's the blur. Alright, now here you can see I have 3 layers, and this is for every single composition of this project. There's with set channel so that I can do the RGB. So you can see here. So red, green, and blue. And I just moved the position here, 1962 by 1964, and this one is 1960, and it's on add mode, and I have here's a blue solid, but it's colored black, and in the rest of the compositions, it is black. Okay. Now, here inside the RGB pre-composition, you can see that I also have these compositions on different settings, and this applies for every single composition on the rest of the video as well. So I added a wiggler that moves on this with these aspects, and a transform and a posterize time. On multiply by 15 on opacity, you can see. Well, you can barely see, but in full, you can see that there's like a shadow. You see this? Alright, this is just a shadow to make it look more deteriorated, old video style. And this is the main one. Alright. You see that also adds to the vignette style. Alright. This is the first composition. Here I also have a CC hue saturation. I use the same blue thing for the hue and saturation. To achieve this color, you just use the hue and saturation, colorize hue, colorize checkbox, and 224, and that's it. And then I added a blur so that it blurs these ugly flowers. I have 3 lights that I duplicated on all of the video. It's the same 3 lights on every composition, and I don't know why it's not the same triangle I always use, but it's this way, and the 3 lights are, you see, 1 light makes it this way, and then this way, and then this way, right? Now, the way I cheated on making flower petals flow into the air is I use visible action. I rotate it on y-axis or x-axis depending on the scene. I tinted them to the color of like blue, and I turbulent displays with these settings: amount 55, size 27. Okay, and Gaussian blur is 5%. Look, I'm moving my head so that it looks like I'm looking at the chat, but I'm not looking at the chat because this is a private stream that will be scheduled to be released later. Also, I use the camera. The camera almost always just zooms in and zooms out, and it has a wiggle settings of 2 and 3. The same settings for every single camera that I used. Alright. I also had this particular this says particular many flowers, but it is not it is not trap code particular. It is just this thing that I made, and you can see here, and it's from this thing, which is just I masked this from the anime and animated it so that it moves this way. Then I duplicate and duplicate it so that there are many flowers, and then you have more flowers, and so on. Let's go next. Now the Violetto Evergardeno, she's just here. I do the same thing for every character that I masked. So I have this and I levels, and then up I added CC light sweep. CC light sweep adds this little thing here. You can see. All right, levels again, and a wiggler again so that it moves. And I think I might have added. No, in some cases I added layer styles, but in this case I think I did not. All right. And the sea is also from Violet Evergarden, but it's a different image. See? Let me find it. There you go. It's just image from Violet Evergarden, and I made it this way, and then it goes into black. Let's go intro part P. You can see the same camera wiggler and the camera control. It just zooms in, and then I masked this Violet too. See here? She moves up and down. She's masked. And every mask I do always has a strong a stroke so that it fills up these parts. Alright? Intro B. Always add a stroke on your masks, okay? Here you can see I also have the multiplied things that make it look more deteriorated. So I have the wiggler and the Gaussian on multiply with an opacity of bigger opacity. This one also has CC light sweep, and this one I don't remember. It's just the same. The petals are the same thing. Turbulent displacement with a CC ball action and a black solid on the background. There we go. Next part of the intro is the other one. Here I have also the hue and saturation to make it color. It's the same flower I used for the many flowers on the previous thing. The same petals, background is black, and just the flower falling down on a rotation. You see? It looks cool. I also added, I think I added some. This, yeah, I forgot to mention on the previous ones, but I also used this solid to make this triangle looking thing. Light that comes from the sky above, and here you have, is that it? I remember adding another one, wait. Black solid, white solid. I guess not. Anyway, there you go. You have all of that. Now, that was the intro, I think. Yeah, that's the whole intro. Now let's go into part A, which is the next one. And so this one is the angel thing falling down. If you saw the streams, you'll see that I was working on this as well. So you can see here. And now I can go into the slider thing that I always use. The slider controls all of the tac 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 sounds, the beat sounds, and all of that. And each sound has a different thing. The cycle slider is just to make like, for example, here there's a brr sound, like bra 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 bra, and you see how it wobbles. Okay, so that's the cycle. Then I have the burst sound, it's exactly that, and the burst sound is here on this adjustment layer, and it's a transform and directional blur, but it makes it look like it's glowing more. The chick sound is a transform only and a tint, inverse tint, and tack sound is just going to black. It's very simple this time. Fast blur, it has a mask here, and it's just fast box blur, a CC lens, and a glow. Alright? And I have this for coloring, the glow that you saw on the previous main part, and the grain as well. The sharpen, same thing. And Venetian blinds, I forgot to mention on the other ones, I also added Venetian blinds. This makes it, you can see these little lines. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. I think you can see it. Alright, that's exactly what it does. It just makes it look more TV-ish, deteriorated, pixelated, I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, so each slider is connected to each layer with the sound, adjustment layer with the sound, and that's how it works. So every single keyframe you see here is a single sound from the song. Alright. Let's go here inside. Also, I didn't mention, sorry. I forgot to mention that you can see here we have the 3 RGBs settings of set channels, red, green, and blue. Now let's go inside here, and you have the same thing here, the wiggler posterize times. By the way, I posterized everything to 12 FPS so that it will look even more deteriorated. I think it worked fine. I think it works. I mean, you can say the whole video is 12 FPS instead of 24 FPS. I think it looks accordingly. Alright, and you can see every single one of the compositions here has that double multiply with the wiggler that adds this shadow. Alright, let's go inside. And here I have the camera, same camera with the same controls, wiggler and the control for the movement. And I have here again I added turbulent displacement. I don't know why I added CC reptile here. I don't know. But let's go here. Oh, I think it's because the camera goes down. You can see here. So I added this so that it wouldn't look weird on off screen, you know. Alright, here, inside here, we can see the same petals moving, the turbulent displacement, visible action, the 3 lights, 1 to 3 lights. CC is the blue coloring. I added the white solid triangle. The camera, same thing. And this camera is just zooming out. The girl folding, which I will show you in a moment, has the same, the wiggler and the CC light thing. CC light strip that adds these colors, see? I made some stars as well that I did not use on the rest of the video, but you can see it adds to the background. Alright, I want to show you the this one was actually an animation that is remapped to match the beats of the song. So the animation is very simple. It's a puppet tool, and I made this angel wings thing that I overused throughout the whole video with different characters. And it's just this angel wing PNG that from Google, and it has Liquify, because the Liquify, see, made it more like that, and then tint on that. Alright. I have to go back because I don't remember. Or falling. Need to sleep, but I will. Alright. So those are, I made 4 angel wings, so it will look a little different than a normal angel. Okay. The body, this is the image that I used. Right, you see? And it has a stroke. It's from the anime. Alright. Girl falling again. And I just made a move and added turbulent display so that it will look like it's moving. You see? It's moving more. And yeah. To make the wings on the back darker, I just use levels, and it just moves downwards. Way. This is a really long composition, so that's how it moves. So I think it looks pretty cool. Alright. Next one. You can see here the same coloring, the camera. And this one has a turbulent displays as well. I made it. And you have here the 3 lights, the coloring again, blue. The petals and stars are back here. Here for the background I have this. Fuck. Right. It's a black background. This bluish thing. And the shadow. That is this triangle. Stars. And here you can see the same duplication of layers, so to make it look weird. I fucked it here, I don't know why. Let's go here. You see? This is from from the anime thing, okay? Let's go. Pre-A. I fucked something here, but it was right now, okay? It's not, it does not look like this on the video, right? I don't know what the fuck I did. There you go. I don't know what I changed, but there you go. You see, it's not broken now. It has here, and then there you go. Alright, looks pretty cool. The wings just move down, and then to make the wings disappear, I added scatterize and opacity. Alright, that's how the wings disappear. There you go. Let's go pre-A again. Now this one, this is just the masking of the girl. Like this. I didn't even mask it completely because it wasn't needed. So, oh fuck. And yeah, so it looks really white. Here is this one I did mask. Let's see, from the anime. All right, let's go back. Pre-A. This one is Kaguya. This is an animation I made from the Kaguya ending. You can see here I added minimax to make it look less anime. I mean more distorted anime. This one has a background here. I made the background here. It's a blue solid on the top. This black solid, I have these strokes. You see? To make it look like she's resting on the solid. This is the Kaguya thing. It has the same wiggler effect. And this is the animation. I have hair here. Then I have, I don't know what the fuck is this. Oh, hair. Okay. Is the hair? Well, it has paint. See? And this is the eyebrow or eyelash. The eyebrow, the eyelash, and the eyelash just moves around. You see? I made this on stream. You should check out it. It's on one of the first streams. And then I cheated a little bit on the pupil because it's just a mask. I didn't actually mask the whole thing. And this is the face without the eye. And this is the whole thing. Alright. Okay, pre-A, let's go back. I need to sleep. Let's go. Alright. Now this one is just the anime. You see? I just added CC Reptile on the top here to add this layer. You can see here. What the fuck is? Oh, actually, I didn't use CC Reptile. I actually duplicated it instead of using Reptile. I should have used Reptile and then I added this Gaussian blur to blur this. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I do stuff that I don't remember. Alright, now this scene is one of the. Also, this is just a mask of Mini Kaguya. You see? Added CC light sweep and has the wiggler effect on multiply. I added this shadow on top of her, and this is the shadow here. And it has the white solid and the blue solid, and I also added this moon with the circle effect. See? Alright, and added shine. The three lights and a camera that wiggles, same thing. It's pretty cool. And see next one. And the last part of part A is just from the anime. This Kaguya thing. Easy. Simple thing. Let's go part B. Part B is the first chorus. And here you can see I have the sharpen noise, the glow CC, Venetian blinds, grain, all the sound effects. Now we have more sound effects. You can see here sound effects for the song. I added taunt, tac, and foie because those are the sounds that come on this part. And alright, I have the three RGB things. And let's go here. The only difference that I did on B is that I removed some of the grain because this part of the song does not have the grain I added on the Audacity edit. So here you can see I have also the wiggler on the multiply. Let's go inside. Here I just added a warp so that it warps a lot. Alright. Here I have Manif Chef. Okay. 3 lights, CC for blue. This adjustment layer is a light sweep. The vertical light sweep. The camera. This blur mask to blur this on top. I have the Ereshkigal here with a wiggler. Ereshkigal with the CC light sweep. Normal Ereshkigal. I have turbulent displays, so to make it look like this. Look, if not for that, it will be straight. Ooh, and the blur, the Gaussian blur here. There we go. Then I have this shadow thing. Then I have this other thing, and the vines that go up and down. These are the vines, but I don't know what the fuck. Why are there? Yeah, there you go. Vines. It's just a vine image. I thought it looked cool, like a throne. And here again, and here again. Alright. That's the thing. Go back to preview. Here is just anime, okay. Nothing here, same. Alright, this thing is just same. Looks same 3 lines. I made a line here with solid. The Ereshkigals. I fixed the Ereshkigal because it had the. Look. The original anime doesn't have fit, so I added this shitty fit. And then painted over it. See? Okay, let's go preview again. Preview, alright. And it just rotates. I added this Ouroboros. This is an Ouroboros picture. See here? And the way it goes this way, you know, expanding this way, is I masked it, alright? I masked it first here from small to big, and inside here is a big mask, okay? It's the original image is this, right? Preview, where's preview? My feet hurts. Preview, alright, here. And then here inside the Ouroboros, you see, this is a shitty mask, but since it goes fast, you don't notice it is a shitty mask. But it tries to reveal as the snake goes into the scene, when the sound goes in. Okay. Alright, here the 2 backgrounds, the black and blue, to signify the, you know, to make it look circular, I just masked it with an ellipse. You see, pretty cool. Looks like the yin yang, and I also added some vines here to make it look weird. Alright, next. This is a cool thing I figured out how to do. You saw me mask the hands. La la la. There you go. Some mask the hands on stream. You can check that out. It's like 2 hours or 4 hours long. And then I had CC light sweep. I didn't do duplication here. I made this apple. It's just a PNG of an apple, and it just rotates. And I made the camera rotate a bunch. Okay, that's why it rotates first, and then here it rotates. And here I added blur on the hands to make it look like they're just appearing over there. And something else, I moved the 3D lights here so that it goes from white to black. Looks pretty cool. I saw a comment that said that it looked like Big Apple, that song. I don't know if I wanted to do that, but I made it on subconsciously, unconsciously, I don't know. Here you have the eye of the tiger. This is just the anime, but I added this effect here. You can see here. This is CC radial blur. CC radial blur warp CC lens. Okay, that's what it makes it look like. Poof, and then goes to black. I think it looked pretty cool. Where the fuck is this shit? Now this scene, this is the most edgy thing, I guess. Since the song was about paradise, I thought about the tree of, and the apple, Adam and Eve are paradise. I was listening. I finished listening to John Milton's Paradise Lost while finishing this video, so I guess that influenced my the final result. So we have 3 lights. How I made the control. You have warp here. The warp goes like this. You see? See warp. I made these eyes. These eyes are actually from Orochimaru. Let me show you. You see? But I added this eye from this pupil style from some random dragon PNG eye dragon. Look, a snake. Sorry, snake PNG or dragon PNG. Look, from Google. Okay. And the Orochimaru eyes are just. You see, I masked this part and this upper eye part. You can see. I use this as reference, but actually only this part, and I changed the pupil to that other image, and it kind of worked pretty cool. Let me show you something else about the Orochimaru eyes. The Orochimaru eyes, to make this red to white, it is a gradient ramp. Alright, let's go back to B. We're still on B. We gotta finish, okay? This part, alright, so this is a 3D scene, so I'm gonna show you so that you understand how it looks, how it actually looks on. There you go. So I have front Ershkigal with no hand extended, and then Ershkigal small with hand extended. I have the tree here, and I made the tree on a difference, so that's why it's 2 colors, because I put it normal, you see, it's just that way, so it is on difference mode. Alright, the Orochimaru eyes are also on the background. This control, I don't remember what. I also added the same flowers I used at the beginning and throughout the video, but not moving. And there you see them. Alright. Custom view active. Alright. That's pretty cool. I think it's. And also I moved the lights with the camera so that you see, so that they hide. They first hide the first one. Also, the apple is falling. If you notice that, first one is black, and then the second one gets black, and this one comes to the light. I think it's pretty interesting, and I liked it very much. The final part of this thing. Alright, this is the final part. This is anime, then anime again, just with the same color and camera movement. Now this, alright, I masked the girl falling to the ground and added the fall. I'm gonna show you, right? No, actually this is the same thing. Wait. For LX. Okay, here this is a mask. You see? Really long mask. 18 frames. But it was worth the pain, okay? It's not pain if you like it, okay? And it just, I have a opacity with a slider control so that it goes blah, 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 and then she just falls down and dies. Alright, part C. Okay, this one's pretty cool. you can see here same sharpen noise, vignette, grain, glow, CC, and then the same sounds and the same slider control, just different bits. All right, the RGB and let's go inside here. Okay, part C. There's just the three more. All right. You see this as a long part because I made this first, but you can see that it has the multiplier, the wiggler, and the posterize stamp, same as every part here. Let's go. Here I added the lights on top of this main composition because if I added the lights here inside, it would have made the scene really dark, and I did not want to deal with that. This has the same thing, hue and saturation and some minimax. A camera with a wiggle. Now, how I make this? Okay, this scene is 1920 by 1080, but I actually worked it on 1920 by 2. And then, in order to work really well on this, everything is pre-composed on 4K. And I just positioned, you can see here. This is how the whole thing works. So I have these triangles are just shape layers, you see, with a repeater, and this is just a PNG that I colored this way. This is from B, and the background is a big Milky Way background, and it moves like this. Then I have these two solids here that are just also like a gate thing, you know. Everything here is like a big gate. And I made this stairways, it's also a PNG. Just colored it, and then I added this ball here to make it look like the sun. It has a shine. You see? Just colors it. This strip are from the anime BB Fluoride song, and I added the same wings to this one, but only 2 wings, and the wings have displacement so that they move that way, and they are animated so that it moves like this. So back to 1920, and you see here. You can see here a little better the scene, and then I activate the camera, and that's how it moves. So I just move the camera around in order to make the scene. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now here, this next part, I kept this is a hand from the detective. It's already dead, and here I did the wiggler and all of that, and CC light sweep. And it's a mask, right? And then I made this white solid or blue solid come into place with opacity, and then here you have Komi-san coming here, and you can see here that the scenes here, this is a controller scene mover here, and the null object just moves the two scenes like this, and the white solid here, I don't know, I thought it looked cool, like a line showing us the light or something like that. And you have Komi-san here. I had to mask Komi-san because I had at the beginning first only used color key, but it looked really trashy, so I decided to mask it manually. So every single frame is masked because it looked cool. Next part. And here I added this. This is like an illusion to the first circle on the intro where Kaguya has the little moon, but this one is like the sun because this is like the positive part of the video, where like the whole video is just like a failure to success to failure. So this is like inspiration to success. So it's like the Japanese flag, sad and not sad. And they go to, then I added the flowers again in order to make the solid, and the sun is just circle effect, and I made this solid. It's just solid with a mask, and it moves with the solid on around. And then here, these petals, I actually use particular. This is particular, and I used null object to make the movement, and particular trap called particular. Alright, I'm going a little bit faster, but yeah, I need to finish. I don't have much time. I hope that you liked this explanation for the video, because these things I did not add on the streams. Let's see part 2, see part 3. Yeah, also this chair is from the opening. By the way, this Komi-san is from the opening from Netflix that I ripped off YouTube. I did download it from to use the actual anime, but it's crappy quality anyway, because it's a new anime and it's only coming now. Here I duplicated the particular petals that I have. This is from the anime, just a mask here and another mask here, and the same circle, and it's moving the same way. Here, now here, this is from the opening as well, and the same background, the same things. But here I had to mask and paint, you see. This is the thumb, this is the flower, and this is the paint. I don't know what I have a slider. Oh, a slider control is just... I actually don't know what the fuck the slider control does. But yeah. It moves the position, I guess. Weird, I don't remember. Why? I guess it's just the drop. Yeah. Weird, I don't remember. But yeah. It just goes back down. Alright. It's so fucking weird. What the fuck? I don't remember using the slider control. I remember just using the... I don't know. If it works, it works. Alright, I have AIDS. Let me see. Alright, here. This, I mask this from the opening. It's just a mask and the same background. Then it goes back to the same movement here. This one. And the last one is the same mask of Komi walking. By the way, it also has the CC light sweep and the wiggle and all of that. And here I tried to make it look like the sun disappears, because in the end, success is not real. And the flowers come back into her. Alright, let's go to the last, like the last hard part, which is this thing. I think it ended up looking pretty cool. You can see you have all the sliders with the same effects for these song bits, right? I didn't mention and you can see here is CC lens, blur, tag has tint, tone. I just changed the dark, the modes here. Multiply, overlay. It's not that I did different effects. I did like more effects on that leg animation video than on this one, but I think this one turned out pretty okay. The RGB here with set channels, pretty. Here you can see we have the same thing. Posterize, stand, wiggle with the multiply. Double thing. Here is just the anime, okay. Actually, I did mask this because if I did not mask it, it looked ugly. So I masked it. Just a simple mask to blend it. The two is just the anime. And then I just added a warp. And CC radial blur. But apparently it's not working here. Because it's here. Here's just the anime. And there. Also, I duplicated the anime so that it looks even shittier. Here's this is the CC radial blur. It makes it look whoosh. I liked it. D4 anime again, I think. Yeah. And then this rotation, I think it's worth mentioning how I made this rotation. It has look what I did. I did CC reptile so that see, and it's a bigger composition if I'm correctly. Yeah, it's 4K composition. All right, that's how you cheat the thing. It turned pretty cool. It's how you cheated CC reptile if you don't want to mask. Where are we? D5. Now here, this is a made up thing that I just made it look. It goes whoosh. And this is the shadow. It's a 3D tint warp Gaussian blur. You see? This is a mask of Reshkigal that I mask. You see? We. Where were we? D4? D5? And yeah, it just moves. I also blurred this so that it, you see, has a blur so that it hides. I think it makes it look cool. Okay. D6 is the same thing, just different camera movement, just slower. Now D7, different position. I added the petals and I changed the color of the petals to red and added not only CC radial blur, but I also added this Ouroboros thing, so it looks whoosh. Looks pretty cool, but it's an Ouroboros snake again. I thought it looked pretty cool. D8 is just from the detective is already dead, and I changed the color of the eyes to red because it was originally blue, and yeah. And also has, I think I don't know. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Simple. This one, alright. This one it was a little bit more harder. This is the thumbnail. You know, pretty cool. The camera movement and all of that is the same thing. The petals are the same thing, just different color. So I'm gonna show you how I made this thing. Animated the things here, you see, and it goes bra bra bra. This controls the position of the wings according to the mask of the woman, because the woman goes like this. This is the way I made it from red because the original scene was red, so I made it like this. So yeah, that's where's D7, D8, I mean, D9, and falling with wings. Now this, I made this on stream, so the only thing I added is, you can see these are the flowers, and it has CC white time, so that it looks blurry, even more blurry than it is. And this is also a composite. It's a composite 3D thing. You see, this is all the repetitions of the same thing. These are two solids. The back is two solids. The camera goes in there. Here's the thing. It's Fina with angel wings. It's just the same angel wings, 4, and they just move down. And I just colored them red this time because she is now evil or something. Now this thing is the same thing, but with more flowers, and Fina, the princess with the wings, is even whoosher. But I added this thing to blur the whole thing, because if I didn't blur it, it will look really cringe. And to do the change from red thing, I just changed the color from blue to red to blue. Yeah, and there's more lights here because I needed more lights because it was a bigger scene. If you see custom view, it's gonna wait quarter, because it has 39 layers. It's not that much, but look at These are all CC white time flower movement animations, okay? Alright, then you see the same animation. I just made the wings move up now. And I think that's how it goes down. Singing. Oh, I forgot. Now this is just anime, okay? This is from Fate. Just sync the anime to the thing and added the coloring, and it turns into whitish with the circle comes from. I'm just gonna show you. It's just the 3D lights, okay? Um, Now we go into the outro. The last part. What the fuck is the outro? Outro. So I made the outro so that it will contrast with the intro because the intro was black, so the outro should be white to maintain the yin yang thing. So here you go. And this is just anime, okay, with the you see it's the same slider with sounds and the same thing. Okay, and the outro RGB, and here you have this, alright. And this is just the anime from the anime. Didn't even mask, just added these flowers because the flower disappears. Because in the beginning the flower appears and in the end the flower disappears. And she's just watching the waves to complete the meaning of the video, alright? And so yeah, you have that. It's just the anime, and I just ultra duplicated this thing with multiply and the shader shift channels look to make this awful blur effect to make it weirder. Same here, and there you go. By the way, this is not the actual size, I oversized it. This is the actual size of the movie. Okay. Then here it's just another part, and then I just fade it into white, and then the credits. The credits are just I added the wiggler, same thing, so that it moves, and median to make it. You can see here what median does. Yeah, looks it makes it deteriorated. And it's just text layers and then my logo. And yeah. So there you go. This is breakdown. I hope you like it. Oh, here I made some more stuff. You know, the song has some brr sounds because I added even more vinyl sounds. Okay. So these are the vinyl sounds that I added to the song that I already edited, that is already resampled and remixed by some other DJ called Nux. Right? The way I remixed the song is here on Audacity. Let me just show you. Audacity, blah blah blah. File, open, recent file. Here, you see, I'm just going to show you the original file so you can compare it to mine file. So music, what is it called? Oh wonder, oh right. You can see here, I compressed these parts because we're giving me copyright things. You see, the only thing I left the same are these chorus parts, but the rest, you see the difference. You see here, it's all fucked. So the way the song sounds so fucked is because I fucked it all more. Alright, not saving. And I even added more vinyl sounds, okay, to add these effects. Here I added noise and sharpen and more grain, and I made intro wiggle and brr, 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 brr. And I also added picsort. There's a bunch of pictures here. For example, here picsort. See this, and then picsort here on the holiday, and pixar on the end, just because it's the end. And yeah, that's it. I didn't make merch for this video. I will probably make merch in the future. Uh, if you wanna see, let's say the story is very simple, right? I did. It is based on the alien isolation thing. I did post it on the description. So the description I said that it is the feeling of being chased by the alien, dying numerous times and failing, but then I succeeded winning on the game, but then I failed again on the survivor mode. But that's the meaning of the video. It's like, it's based on the fall of the angel into hell. The flower, she drops the flower. Uh, you start, you start life, and the flower starts falling, but it's still bright. Then you see that you're losing your wings. You fall into darkness, and the light goes away from you because everything turns black. And then you're sad because failure and blah blah blah. But you can beat the game, so you're like, yeah, I can beat the game. I'm crying. I'm a crybaby, but I can beat the game. But no, it is hard. Everything is hard, and temptation and the duality of winning and not winning, and the apple and you're losing paradise to the evil of the game because the alien is always killing you and you're afraid of the alien, and yeah, you fall down and failure, but then you start winning. You are on the last mission, and everything doesn't seem so dark now, even though you have died so many times, and then you're there. You're at the end of the video game. You won the video game. The flower comes back to you. You're back to flower, but oh no, you dropped the flower again. That means you suck again. So you're now on chaos. There are the flowers falling everywhere. Chaos. Ouroboros come back to you because failure comes back to you. You know, the snake eating its own tail, and you now have embraced failure. You're black and evil now. Fuck, rape, help, enter, and then you just let it go. Let it go, let it go. And you think, yeah, that was a good experience. Everything is black and white. Everything has good and evil. Everything is losing and falling and going up again. And there you go. That's what wawawe. Wawawe. Everyone. Hope you like it. If you have any comments, uh, asking questions about it, feel free to ask them. I will be soon. I'm not gonna say anything here. I'll try to make some merch. Maybe. And see you next year. I'm sorry I didn't did this live. I didn't do this live, but I don't think I'll have time. Maybe, uh, yeah, I don't think I would have had time for that. Took 1 hour, so hope you like it. Hope you did like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Blah blah blah. Be cringe. Bye bye. See you next year with uh. Yeah, I have to finish this video. I'm just gonna show you the next video like I always do. Well, actually, I was going to finish this video first, but there's this part that I'm doing right now that it's really hard because I don't know what I'm doing still. But let me show you. So I made this. It looks pretty cool. You see? So I want this one to be really cool and schizophrenic. See? So I'm stuck on this part. But I will finish this next year and see you next year. And I hope you like it. This video is almost also done. Like I just have to go through this dark course that lasts 38 seconds because the whole video is basically, look, I have this part already. kind of. Let me see. Blah blah. Wanna play it? I just need to add effects and make more animations and stuff to make it a little bit darker. Let it load. Let it load.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Your emotions had
I want to add aliens here, but I really wanted this one to be the last one of the year, but I don't have time. So it's gonna be the first one of 2022, okay? You see, it has to be like really freaky. You see?
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Your emotions had an echo and so much space.
There you go. Anyway, thank you. That was it. See you next time. Bye bye.